Welcome back to CanonFastReviews.com. It seems to be I'm getting quite a few of EOS-1s and whatnot with the magnet problem. The number one problem with these cameras is everybody and their cat decided that they were going to be professional photographers, and they all decided we need to buy the best camera in the world, and then they of course never used them. So usually number one problem with these things is they've sat for so long and things seize up. So anyways, we're gonna try and repair your camera. So let's go. What we can do is, okay, so let me show you the error, okay? So sometimes when you turn on the camera it goes ring, but then when you press the shutter button you get BC error. Oh, what a magical thing to see. So what BC error, yeah, stop that. What BC error is, it's basically blanket error, okay? So it could be that something's wrong with the flash, or maybe a button, or all the guts got eaten by a dog. So it just goes, I have a problem, and so that's really all it's saying. But with this camera, my guess is going to be that it's going to be the magnets inside the mirror box. But let's do some checks to make sure we're not wasting our time. So what we can do is you open up the side door here, of course press clear, which in my case is going to do nothing. And why is that shut? Oh, okay. And then another thing we can check is the we can try and flip up the mirror lockup manually. So you just press that CF button here, okay? And then you're going to go to, with your dial, you go to F12 there, and then you press this again, and then it goes to number 1, so it's 12-1, and then try pressing it, but of course the mirror is not locking up. And okay, so then I'm going to change this back, because it's obviously not the issue. Close that. And okay, so what else we can do is you can take off your battery here, and one problem was with these cameras is that the batteries were various sizes. 99% of them weren't, but we can check at least. And so these contacts might not be touching. You want to clean your contacts, and what you can do is you put the battery in, fold up some paper. I've done this in the other videos. Stick it under here. Maybe I'll show you. And so this one's tight, but you stick it in there, it presses it down on the contacts better, and then it sometimes fires for some people. I haven't had luck with that yet. What you can do is you can clean your contacts in here, okay? You can take a pencil eraser. You don't even have to clean very much. I'm talking about a tiny bit. You can clean these contacts, okay? You can clean these contacts, you can clean all these contacts, and then you can also clean these contacts. And like I mentioned in the other videos, so I've had lots of cameras where they don't work. All I do is wipe these contacts. They seem to work, but when you put it on a lens, you're getting an error, BC error. And of course you clean these contacts and boom, you got a perfect working camera again. So check that out. I've probably had about 5 or 6 of those cameras this year. Yeah, I mean, it's too bad this camera's in mint condition, so it's obviously, I'm guessing that the problem is it's been left too long. So, what we're gonna do is, did I cover everything? I believe I have. So, what we're gonna do is, we're gonna put the battery in. We're gonna turn the camera on. We're gonna get that magical BC error. And so it's powered up, everything's ready to go, and then we're going to take the battery out, okay? So now it's live, but it's dead, okay? So what we do then is, you're going to have about 6 screws we're going to take out, and that's all. So you got the 2 here, you have one short guy here, you have a long one under here. What you need to do is we got to peel this up here, okay? We have 2 screws here. Now do not take these screws out. You're just gonna let them off a little bit, okay? Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put your thumb here because I don't want the tape to come entirely off. And then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna peel it up a little bit. Okay, the screw's right here. And there's the screw. So we're gonna do that screw. Why I told you not to take these out all the way is that we don't need to take the door off, okay? This cover will actually slip out from underneath, okay? So basically you have this cover here. It has like a groove, and then this panel goes like this, and they actually latch in. So what we need to do is lift the door latch up so we can slide this plate out. There we go. So I had to stick my fingernail under here to hold that and then go down because there was glue holding it. Okay, and then take note of this. This button needs to go in here like this, and it pushes up against this is your depth of field check, whatever. And if this slips out and the button can come out, you just put the button back in, and then this like that with the bottom side flat against the wall here. And then when we put this in, we're gonna put it down, slide it, and then drop. So you gotta watch that it's pressing up against there. So now here we go. Okay, so this is the determination of whatever is gonna happen here. So put the battery back in, and of course BC air, it's live. And then we're gonna tap this magnet with let's use this. Oh, exactly what I thought it was. So there you go. Hopefully this is another camera rescued. What you're going to want to do now is shoot a ton of frames in this, because you got to get these moving. They've probably been sitting since the, you know, the 90s or whatever. Now if it seizes up over time, like say you check it tomorrow and it does again, well, you saw how quick this is. Just redo it, and eventually, in theory, I've had lots where eventually you do it once or twice. Maybe just, most of them are, sometimes they're once, sometimes they're twice, sometimes they never end. And sometimes, so if they're just, most of them are like once or twice, and so if you can do that, then, you know, then you have a good camera, and it'll never fail you. You'll probably bury the camera, but it's, you got to get these magnets moving because they've been sitting for so long. And then in my opinion, if this does need to be replaced, I don't think it's worth it, because this camera, you can find them for under $100 now, which is crazy what this camera is and can do. Yeah, I don't know if it's worth replacing this unless you can get a good deal on a damaged body with a packed-in shutter, or you know, destroyed somehow and this is intact. Still, it's a long process to reinstall that, but you know, if you love your camera, go for it. But I'd just go on eBay and find another one, or upgrade. Good excuse. I thought before I reassemble this thing, I thought I would show you this, just the magicalness of having the grip on here and everything's shooting super duper fast. Yeah, so it's working beautifully. Ooh, that's loud. So this helps getting the frames going. So let's reassemble this thing. So again, like I said, this button needs to be pressed against here, so we're going to slide it down and down, or slide it across and then down, okay? And then you check it, feels good, okay? Slide this into there, and I'm going to put this face screw on first. I'm going to tighten these two guys. We're going to check the door, open the door, make sure it's working well, okay? Feels good. I'm going to put down the sticky tape. Then short guy goes right here. The long guy goes under here. Two guys go right here. And there you have it. Hopefully this works for you guys. Hopefully it repairs your EOS-1N. This is similar to the EOS-3 and the EOS-1, which I've done other videos on if you need to see those and share it with your friends or whatever, but this is basically identical. Yeah, if this helped you guys, like and subscribe, that'd be awesome. And what else was I gonna say? Yeah, what you want to do is just shoot the living garbage out of this thing. You want those magnets to stop from sticking ever again. And the shutters are pretty tough in this thing. Just ramp off the photos. You're not gonna kill this thing. It's a pro body. Yeah, and then definitely check out my other reviews and different things at canonfastreviews.com. That's CANNON with 2 N's. And there's a lot of other reviews and repair things on there as well.